Your Country 1039 KGRT. Ernest there with some help from Morgan Wallen and Flower Shops. And I really, really do love that song.
Time now for the question of the day, brought to you by Painted Skies Dental Center, online at paintedskiesdental.com.
Let's go ahead and get to it. Our question of the day basically comes from the fact that I know that every once in a while, everybody needs a break. You need a getaway. Sometimes that can be done by, a little vacation, maybe a nice weekend getaway. But what do you do when you just need that break, like right away? Well, I think we all have a place to go when we need an escape, and it could be your car, could be a park, could be the beach, it could be a store, or even a bathroom. I like to say that we've got lots of beach here in Las Cruces, just not a lot of water because, it's a desert, lots of sand. But yeah, that is basically where our question of the day is. When you need a break, where do you go when you need to get away? How long do you stay in your escape spot? And how often do you really feel like you need to go there? I can tell you this story. My grandfather actually built himself a little shed, put a TV, had a place where he can roll his tobacco cigarettes, and actually was brewing beer in there at one time or another, but he called it his doghouse. So when he needed to get away from everything, he would just go put himself in the doghouse, and I thought that was pretty cool. I'll be honest, when I was at work in some places and I needed to get, really stressed out and get away, there was a certain bathroom where nobody went in for the most part, and I would go there all the time to kind of de-stress. So that was like a little secret spot that I had for a little bit. But where do you go? Like I said, where do you go when you need to get away? How long would you stay in your escape spot? And how often do you go there? That's a good question, I think. And of course, you can go ahead and let us know your answer by giving us a call on the ZA Comics hotline, sending that text message on the ZA Comics text line as well. 575-523-KGRT is the number. That's 575-523-5478. We're up on our socials, so if you want to go ahead and leave a comment on our Facebook page, YouTube, or Twitter, then absolutely go ahead and let me know. Your question of the day brought to you by Painted Skies Dental Center, located at 3045 East University Avenue. Where do you go when you need to get away? How long do you stay in your escape spot, and how often do you go? That's one, that's two, and that is three. So we are good right there. And now exclusively up on our social media pages, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, with our question of the day brought to you by Painted Skies Dental Center. We all need an escape every once in a while, but where do you go when you need to get away? How long do you stay in your escape spot? Do you just go there for 15 minutes? Have you been known to stay a week or two in your escape spot? And how often do you really need to get there? That is our question of the day. So definitely go ahead and give me your answers. Once again, you can do so by giving me a call on the ZA Comics hotline, or sending that text message on the ZA Comics text line, or even answering or commenting on our social media pages. Once again, that's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter as well. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of answers already coming in for different places. I also know someone that had a she said. Let's see. That's a classic. Calgon. It does have a tendency to take you away, and that, of course, would be a good place to escape in the bath. That is not a bad place at all. So, go ahead and let me know what your answers are. In the meantime, let's go ahead and check out what we've got going on in the world. And apparently the owners of Walmart, the Walton family, lost $11.4 billion yesterday after the company slashed its earnings outlook for the second time this year. The company says stock shares declined as much as 13%, basically inflation and soaring prices. Now, it's bad when Walmart starts talking about soaring prices, right? There was a new survey by AAA that reveals 64% of people are driving less because of high gas prices. So I guess that is probably going to take demand down just a little bit. Also saw that the National Weather Service offices around the country have stopped sending weather balloons into the atmosphere as much. Why? Because there's a helium shortage. Hard to believe that we are at a shortage of helium, right? And apparently that new movie up on Netflix, The Gray Man, Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans' new movie is getting a sequel and a spin-off from Netflix. That movie cost $200 million to produce. Netflix is hoping it's their next big franchise. Well, you just never know. And I got really excited about this because I saw a report that Mercedes-Benz was going to start selling office chairs. Yeah, nice little Mercedes-Benz office chairs, basically by taking the car seats from their AMG sports cars and turning them into office furniture. Unfortunately, I also saw the price tag for this, and a chair, unbelievable. The starting price for the chair is $3,540. Had to add that extra $40 on there. I don't know why, but yeah, a $3,500 office chair. I'm sure it's very nice, but I think I can get the same thing for $60 down at the Office Depot store, right? I'm just saying that a good chair is a good thing, but $3,500 worth? Yeah, I don't think so. And what was one other thing? That's right. Scientists apparently have discovered a baldness cure. They have researched it. They found two scientific things. TGF beta has two opposite poles, one that creates new cells and one that actually is getting ready when they are ending those cells. And so if the stem cells receive a signal to regenerate and then they divide, make new cells, and develop new follicles. So basically, a cure for baldness. Is it happening? Well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Once again, we are looking for your answer to the question of the day. Where do you go when you need to get away? How long do you stay in your escape spot? And how often do you go? Like I said, as far as now, since I'm no longer at that place of business anymore, I can't escape to the bathroom. If I needed to escape, honestly, if I'm escaping, you'll probably find me hanging out in the studio with the lights down, probably singing along to a few songs. Luckily, nobody can hear me sing mostly when I close the door there. So yeah, that's where my hiding place is, actually at work. It's kind of weird to say it, but it's true. My hiding place is actually at work because sometimes, you just don't want to go home, just the way that it is. But go ahead and give me your answers. As always, you can go ahead and give me a call on the Zia Comics hotline or text line. Send that text in. Same number for either one, 575-523-KGRT. Of course, the social media pages are up, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Leave your comments there and let me know what is your go-to place when you need to get away. How long would you stay in that spot, and how often do you go? Our question of the day brought to you by Painted Skies Dental Center, located at 3045 East University Avenue.